Millions of Americans live with a brain condition that can cause seizures, but do you know the signs? Just ahead, health experts show you some of the lesser-known symptoms to look out for. Miguel.
We are tracking near record high temperatures the next few days. Definitely looks like we could stay just below those records, but still abnormally warm. Stick around to hear more about that.
This is someone's entire livelihood right here, now burnt to a crisp. Coming up all new tonight on News 12 at 6 o'clock, how one community is coming together for one of their own and rising from the ashes.
The ride of fall does continue, and we're talking about rainfall possible for the weekend.
Miguel, thanks. This is National Epilepsy Awareness Month, and the CDC says around 3.5 million Americans live with the brain condition. While most people recognize convulsions as a sign of seizures, health experts say most people don't know all the symptoms. So in today's Health Minute, Mandy Gaither looks at some of the subtle signs someone's having a seizure and what to do if it happens.
It's one of the most common neurological diseases. Epilepsy causes seizures, and the most well-known sign is convulsions.
Where patients become stiff, they shake all over, they can bite their tongue, they can pee on themselves or defecate on themselves.
Neurologist Dapali Namade with Orlando Health says there are also lesser-known subtle signs of which to be aware. A person could be having a seizure if they're staring into space, making a lip-smacking movement, or a gesture like they're picking at their clothes. Unnatural laughter can also be a potential sign, as well as numbness or tingling, blinking rapidly, and crying out or screaming.
The seizure symptoms or the signs depends on which part of the brain your seizures are originating on. So they could vary from person to person.
If someone is experiencing a seizure, Namade says to gently lay the patient on their side in a safe place, away from sharp or heavy objects that could hurt them, and loosen clothing around the neck like a tie or scarf.
Do not put anything inside their mouth, especially spoon or your fingers. Patients are never going to swallow their tongue. It is physically impossible to swallow the tongue.
Since seizures can last seconds or minutes, Namade says to time them and to call 911 if they continue for more than 5 minutes, if the person is hurt or pregnant, or if there's another medical condition happening at the same time, like a heart attack. For Health Minute, I'm Mandy Gaither.
The CDC says epilepsy can be caused by different medical conditions that affect a person's brain, and many times the cause is still unknown. So to come, a consumer alert, concern over oven glass shattering. We're going to hear one mom's story and how she wants the company to make some changes.
Or roads or bridges, we're investing in you. Want to learn more? Visit sceducationlottery.com/betteryou.
Today we're investigating a danger that could be in your kitchen. Over the last few years, there have been hundreds of reports of oven glass shattering. It happened to one mom, and now she wants the company that made her oven to make some changes.
This is a danger this family never saw coming. And here's the thing, there's really no way to know there's a problem until it happens. The kitchen is one of Nicole Sanchez's favorite places with her kids. They talk.
And there was a spider.
They laugh, and they used to bake together, but not anymore.
And all of a sudden I hear this boom, and I'm like, what on earth is that? I go right into the kitchen, I slide on the glass.
It took her a minute to realize what had actually happened.
And I'm like, oh my goodness, our oven just exploded. Glass flew as far as behind the fridge. It came into here. I mean, it was just like a big boom, an explosion of hot glass.
These are some of the pieces of that shattered oven door.
It's a Frigidaire. We've had it for about 3 years. I called them. They said, oh, it's not in warranty anymore, so there's nothing we can do. It's considered cosmetic. And I'm like, hold on. Cosmetic is like a scratch. Cosmetic is not hot flying glass that explodes in your kitchen.
According to the Consumer Product Safety Commission, the agency has received 450 reports of oven door shattering from 2019 through 2021. And a review of more recent reports on saferproducts.gov reveals a slew of additional complaints, many of them involving Frigidaire models.
You know, we were using the oven in the way it was meant to be used, and the front door exploded.
Frigidaire's parent company, Electrolux, said it takes safety seriously and said all products comply with household cooking standards. According to the company, glass failures are infrequent, but can be caused by imperfections in the glass or damage that happened during use.
It doesn't say anything in any of the manuals online or the one that I have that the glass could actually explode. So I think there definitely needs to be a recall or at least a warning issued to people.
In a statement, the CPSC said while CPSC has not issued recalls or warnings on shattering oven doors in recent years, we do take all incidents involving shattered glass seriously, adding no severe injuries beyond stitches were reported.
Tempered glass is very strong, but when it does fail like this, it can explode in these, into lots of many pieces. And even though it's intended not to cause lacerations, it certainly does.
Sean Kane is the founder of Safety Research and Strategies, which advocates for consumer safety. He says recalls are difficult to initiate.
Especially with something like this, because there's this intermingling of where does the defect originate from? Is it in the design, the manufacturing, or is it something that happened afterward?
Hello, Sandy needs this.
Nicole can't help but think about the what ifs.
And the scary part about that is that my little guy was just looking in the window about 10 minutes before this happened. So it's really scary to think what could have happened if his face would have been in the window when the glass exploded.
Electrolux said though Nicole's oven was out of warranty, the company is offering her a discount on the parts for the replacement glass. The company also gave us some tips to help protect oven door glass. First, don't close the oven door until the racks are in place. Next, don't hit the glass with pots or pans, and avoid scratching the glass. Even scratches during cleaning can weaken the structure. I'm Susan Campbell.
Also today, a massive 400-acre wildfire burning in North Carolina, prompting a state of emergency for Henderson County. That's in the upstate just below Asheville. Crews are working to contain the fire that started Friday afternoon, and they say it's only about 5% contained so far. At least 24 homes destroyed, and they're still not sure what sparked that fire there burning in North Carolina.
Well, a big day ahead